Okay, now we will continue with numericals on equilibrium. Okay, now please understand that all the numericals on equilibrium, that depend on diagram. Okay, basically you have to draw FBD, and if you are able to draw FBD, you can solve the question easily. So main task will be whatever diagram is given, according to that you have to draw FBD, which will be the complicated part, and then you have to basically show the forces resolve and you have to calculate. Okay, so major challenge in this equilibrium numericals, it is about drawing FBD. So we will start with the numericals. Okay, first numerical, two cylinders are kept in a channel as shown in figure. So here you can see this is cylinder, this is another cylinder, and they are placed in this channel. Determine the reactions A, B, C, D. So here we have point A, here we have point B, this is point C, and this is point D. Here we have to find out the reactions. Assume all surfaces smooth. Okay, so friction is not there at point B, point A, point D, and point C. Okay, this data has been given over here. So basically, if you recall the previous lecture where we have seen types of support, this is smooth support. Okay, so that is why your reaction will be normal. Okay, everywhere here this side there will be reaction, here this side there will be reaction, and at point C this will be the reaction. Okay, now what is asked in the question, we have to find reaction at A, B, C, D. Now point D is over here, which is the point joining both the cylinders. Okay, so here basically since this reaction at D is asked, we have to draw FBD in a separate way. Okay, so for both the cylinders we are drawing separate FBD so that we can show the internal force RD. Okay, this is about the diagram part. Now we will see the FBD part of this one. So this is bottom cylinder 100 kilonewton, and this one is 50 kilonewton weight cylinder. So here the weight of the cylinder is given in the question. So I have shown one cylinder over here, weight is shown in downward direction, second cylinder, and weight is shown in downward direction. Now weight of both the cylinders are different. One is 100 kilonewton and second one is 50 kilonewton. Now after showing the weight, we have to show the reactions. Okay, and after reactions we have to show the angles. Now here where the part becomes tricky. Okay, so understand this. Now this point A and this point B, if you see, these are two tangents which are intersecting at this location. Okay, so same thing is shown over here. This is one tangent, this is second tangent which is intersecting over here. Okay, now if you draw from this intersection point of the tangent to the center of the circle, this will be the angle bisector. Okay, so understand the angles now. Here we have point A, so here reaction will be RA. So RA reaction has been shown. Then weight is acting in downward direction, it will act at center of gravity. Okay, and point B is over here, so normal reaction, it will be perpendicular to the surface. Okay, so this is RB. So we don't have to calculate RB angle and 100 kilonewton because they are vertical. Okay, next we have RD over here. Now this RD, it will be, if you separate the two cylinders, okay, you can see that this RD, it is acting on this cylinder, and this RD, it is acting on this cylinder. So both the RDs are equal in magnitude, opposite in direction. And when you draw FBD together, in that case the RD will get cancelled. Okay, it's like that. Now since we have drawn FBD of both the cylinders separately, we have to show two RD like this. Okay, how I got this direction, you can understand over here. When you are drawing FBD of upper cylinder, this cylinder is held in this position by force from bottom cylinder in this direction. That is why RD is in this direction for top cylinder. Whereas if you see the bottom cylinder on this cylinder, the upper cylinder is forcing this in this direction. Okay, so this will be RD. So this is how I got the direction of RD. Okay, now next thing is about the angle. So here in the question, this angle is given 50 degree. Okay, now this is 50 degree. To this 50 degree, I am showing this RA as perpendicular. Okay, this is first point, and second point is this is horizontal. To this horizontal, this is perpendicular. So basically this is angle and this is horizontal. Here angle is 50, and to this angular surface RA is perpendicular, and to this horizontal surface this vertical is perpendicular. So if angle between this is 50 degree, here also this angle it will be 50 degree. And as we discussed, since these are the two tangents, if you draw from this point to the center of the circle, it will form a angle bisector. So this angle, if this is 50, this total is 50, and because of the angle bisector, this will be 25 and this will be 25 degree. Now what about the remaining angle? Total is 90. So this is 50. So this angle will be 40 degree. Okay, this is about angle of 40 degree. Next, we will see this angle. What angle RD makes with respect to horizontal. Okay, in order to calculate this, what we'll do is we'll consider this angle. Okay, now this is the angle bisector. Okay, then this is vertical and this is horizontal. Now this angle is 25 degree. This angle is 90 degree. So what will be the remaining angle? It will be 65 degree. Okay, now what I need to calculate is this x distance. Now understand here, for this numerical, distance from this point to this point, it is given as 1.2 meter. Okay, now we will divide this distance into number of small distances. Okay, so first if you see, from this point to the center of the cylinder, this we are denoting as x, that we have to calculate. So that is why we will consider a right angle triangle over here. From there we have this 65 degree, radius of the cylinder is known. Okay, from there what we can calculate, here diameter is given. Okay, here you can see diameter of this cylinder, it is 1.2 meter, and diameter of upper cylinder is 0.7 meter. This is the symbol for diameter. Okay, now this is x distance. Now from this center to this center, x distance, this is defined by us as d. Okay, so this is x, this is d, and what is the remaining part? This will be radius. Okay, what is this radius? Diameter is 0.7 meter, so radius will be 0.35 meter. So here you can see x plus d plus 0.35, this value will be equal to 1.2 meter. Now we will calculate this x. Okay, so in order to calculate that x, I'll write it down. Okay, we have to consider that triangle, and there what we can write, tan 65 is equal to opposite side, which is radius, upon adjacent side, which is x. That x we have to calculate. So I'll write it down. Opposite side is radius. Now what is the radius? Diameter is given as 1.2 meter. So radius is 0.6. So 0.6 divided by x. Okay, from here we can calculate x. X is equal to 0.28 meter. So we have calculated this x. Now we will calculate this d. How to calculate this d? Total distance is given 1.2 meter. Okay, so x plus d plus 0.35 will be equal to 1.2. I'll write down the equation. So x plus d plus 0.35 is equal to 1.2 meter. From here I can calculate d, which is equal to 0.57 meter. Now all the distances we have calculated over here. Okay, next we will consider, now why we are calculating this distance, because finally we want to calculate this phi angle. Okay, what this RD makes with respect to horizontal, and in order to calculate this phi angle, what we require? Okay, we can consider here cos phi adjacent, which is this d distance, upon hypotenuse. What is this hypotenuse? Here you can see this is center of bottom cylinder and this is center of top cylinder. Okay, now if you join these two centers, what will be this distance? It will be radius 1 plus radius 2. Okay, so what will be this distance? It is 0.6 and this is 0.35. So total will be 0.95. Okay, so I'll write down cos phi cos phi is equal to d upon 0.95. Now d value we know 0.57, just now we calculated, divided by 0.95. So from here we can calculate unknown phi, which is equal to 53.13 degree. This is angle RD, this is angle of RD which it makes with respect to horizontal. Okay, so this we have calculated now. Now what we can do, we can draw FBD of 50 kilonewton cylinder. Okay, this top cylinder we can draw FBD. So here you can see I have drawn already FBD of 50 kilonewton cylinder. Now how I have drawn this FBD, understand that. Downward force, here you can see weight, that is 50 kilonewton as shown over here in the question. Okay, next here there will be reaction RC. Okay, I have taken this RC on this side. Why? Because I have to apply Lami's theorem. Here only 3 forces are there. Okay, now since it is given in the question that 2 cylinders are kept in a channel as shown, and these 2 cylinders are in equilibrium. Okay, that is why what I can say is all the 3 forces RD, 50 kilonewton and RC, they will be coplanar and concurrent force system. Okay, we are using 3 force principle over here. And same way, if you see RD is there, 100 is there, RA is there, and RB is there. We use 4 force principle where we can consider that all the forces are passing through center point. Okay, this is about the FBD part. Then RC direction I have told you. Now what about RD direction? Here you can see this is RD direction. Okay, so I have just moved this force along the line of action in this direction over here. Okay, now RD force, what is the angle of RD with respect to horizontal? It is 53.13. So that angle I have shown over here. Okay, now if you recall Lami's theorem, what we had discussed over here, Lami's theorem can be applied only when we have 3 concurrent forces, which we have over here, and when nature of all the 3 forces are same. Okay, so here you can see RD, RC and 50, all the 3 forces are having pull nature with respect to center point. Okay, so that is why this arrow was towards center, so I have moved it in this direction. Okay, RC also I moved it in this direction. You can do other way also. RC is acting towards center, RD is acting towards center. You can move this 50 kilonewton force over here. Okay, that way also you can apply Lami's theorem. So, but I have shown in this way. You can do the second way as well. You will get same answer. Okay, now after considering this, I will write down consider FBD of 50 kilonewton cylinder. We are considering this FBD. Okay, now by Lami's theorem, what we can write? This 50 divided by sine of angle between the other 2 forces. This angle, what will be this angle? It will be 180 minus 53.13. So I will write down value of that angle in the diagram. This angle, it comes out to be 126.87 degree. Okay, so I will write down by Lami's theorem. What I can write down? 50 upon sine 126.87 equal to RD upon sine 90. Okay, this angle sine 90 equal to RC upon sine of this angle. What is this angle? If you calculate, this will be 90 plus 53.13. It comes out to be 143.13 degree. Okay, so I will write down the Lami's theorem now. Okay, now if you see this Lami's theorem equation, one equation is known. Okay, one side is known, so we can equate this, we can get RD, then we can take this, and we can calculate RC. So I will write down the values. So RD is equal to 62.5. Now what is the unit of force given in the question? So be careful, this is not Newton. Okay, in the question it is given as kilonewton. So answer will be in kilonewton. So always see the units before writing them. So this is kilonewton. What about angle of RD? RD angle with respect to horizontal, it is 53.13 degree. So that angle also we have calculated. I will show the angle over here. So this is RD, angle is 53.13 degree. Okay, and we can calculate RC also. RC is equal to 37.50 kilonewton. Now RC value, what we have considered, okay, here don't get confused. When we are using the Lami's theorem, okay, there itself this RC we have taken towards left, and since we are getting RC value as positive, means our direction which we have shown, that is right. It's not like this RC is positive, so direction is towards right. So be careful over here. So whatever direction of RC we have shown over here, this is correct. Its meaning is like this. So RC is positive, so direction will be towards left. Okay, so we have calculated what is asked in the question, reaction at ABCD. So we have calculated reaction at D, and then we have calculated reaction at C. Okay, now we will consider FBD of the bottom cylinder. Okay, so how many forces will be there in the FBD of second cylinder? RD is there, 100 kilonewton is there, RA is there, and RB is there. Okay, now RD value we have already calculated. So that value is there. So we have RA and RB as unknown. So basically here there are four forces. Okay, RD 100, then RA and RB. So we cannot use Lami's theorem. So basically we will draw this FBD, and then we will go by conventional method, summation Fx equal to 0, summation Fy equal to 0 for concurrent force system, equilibrium of concurrent force system. So now I have shown the FBD over here already. Okay, so understand how I have shown this FBD of bottom cylinder. Okay, now again all the forces nature which I have shown in the FBD, they are pull nature. Okay, so just you have to transfer the force along the line of action. So 100 kilonewton force that is acting in downward direction, I have written over here 100 kilonewton. Okay, then RB, it is acting in upward direction, so I have shown RB over here. Then RA. Okay, now this RA angle with respect to x-axis, this is how much? 40 degree. So this RA I have transferred on this side, and angle of RA with respect to horizontal will be 40 degree. Then this is RD, I have transferred it on this side. Okay, and what is the angle of RD with respect to horizontal? 53.13. So this angle is 53.13. So this is FBD of bottom cylinder. Okay, so I will write down the second part of the question. Consider FBD of 100 kilonewton cylinder. Okay, now we have to use conditions of equilibrium. Summation Fx is equal to 0. What will be summation Fx equal to 0? We have to resolve this. Okay, so RA x component, I'll resolve it over here. So this will be the x component. Okay, and this will be y component. Angle is over here. Then here for this one, this is x component and this is y component. Okay, angle is with respect to x-axis. So I have resolved this. Now for summation Fx equal to 0, what I can write? First component, it is towards right. Okay, so it will be plus RA cos 40. Okay, so I will write it down, plus RA cos 40. Next component, now RB and 100, they are in y direction. So when we are taking summation Fx equal to 0, they won't appear in the equation. Next is this force. Okay, so this one is RD and it is towards negative side, right? Okay, it is this RD is towards left hand side, so it will be negative. So minus RD cos 53.13 equal to 0. Okay, now we have already calculated value of RD. Substitute that value, only unknown is RA in this equation. So I'll get value of RA. RA is equal to 48.95 kilonewton. What is the angle which RA makes with respect to x-axis? It is 40 degree. So I'll show the angle as well over here. This angle is 40 degree. Okay, then second condition, summation Fy equal to 0. Okay, add all the forces in y direction. So first will be, it is in upward direction. So plus RA sine 40. Then next component is, next force is plus RB. Next force is downward direction. This is RD component, so it will be minus. Okay, so minus RD sine 53.13, and last force 100 kilonewton. It is also in downward direction, so minus 100 equal to 0. So from here, if you recall, we have already calculated RA. Okay, this is value of RA. Then RD value we have calculated over here. Okay, this is RD value. So substitute the values, only unknown in this equation is RB. So I can write down value of RB. So RB is equal to 118.53 kilonewton. Okay, this is positive. So our assumed direction of reaction, which is upward, that is correct. So this will be in upward direction. So I'll quickly go through the question again. What we have done basically in this question is, we have considered what was asked in the question. We have to calculate reaction at A, B, C and D. Okay, so we have drawn FBD of both the cylinders separately. Why? Because internal force also we have to calculate over here. Okay, then we calculated this angle RD. How we calculated this? First, this is the tangent. Okay, so this point with respect to center, this will be angle bisector. Okay, now this angle is 50. So from geometry, since this arrow is perpendicular to this one, and so this is that line, and for this horizontal, this is perpendicular. So this angle will also be 50, and this is bisecting the angle, so this will be 25, 25. Okay, so this is 50 and total is 90, so this will be 40. And then this distance we considered x, we considered this triangle and calculated x. Okay, then we have this, then we calculated d over here, and using that d we calculated this phi. Okay, then after that we have drawn FBD of upper cylinder, and here we observe that there are three forces, and we made the nature of all the three forces as pull nature, so that we can apply Lami's theorem. Here even if you don't use Lami's theorem, that is fine. You can keep the FBD like this only as it is, but in that case then you have to use summation Fx equal to 0 and summation Fy equal to 0. Using both the methods you will get same answer, but make sure when you are using Lami's theorem, nature of the forces are same. Either it is push nature, all the forces, or pull nature. Okay, then we considered FBD of lower body, again used summation Fx equal to 0, Fy equal to 0 to calculate the remaining reactions. Okay, now next numerical, this is again a very big numerical. We'll go through the question. A cylinder weighing 1000 Newton. So here you can see this is a cylinder weighing 1000 Newton and 1.5 meter diameter. So diameter of this cylinder is given, is supported by a beam AB. So this is a beam of length 6 meters. So length is given 6 meter and weight 400 Newton. So this beam, its weight is given. What is the weight? It is 400 Newton. Now that weight, it will act at the center of this rod AB. Okay, so suppose this is the center. So here the weight will act. Now this point P, it is the point which this cylinder is in contact with this rod. Okay, it is not the center. That we have to find where is the center. Okay, and we have to eventually find this distance AP as well. Okay, we will see how as we proceed further, we will be able to calculate this AP. Okay, now next data, neglecting friction at the surfaces of contact. So here at this location, there is friction is not there. Okay, we have to neglect the friction. Determine wall reaction at D. So here we have to calculate RD. This is first question. Tension in cable BC. Okay, so here you can see cable BC is there, and already we have seen the how to draw FBD of this tension. Okay, how to draw this? We have seen the cable part. For cable, the tension, it is in the direction of the cable and away from the body. So this will be the way in which we have to show the tension. Alternatively, what you can do, you can show it like this, two arrows cut over here. Okay, so this part will be the FBD of the rod. Okay, so this is about tension in the cable BC. Next is hinge reaction at support A. So here you can see hinge is given. So here we will have horizontal reaction HA and vertical reaction VA. Okay, now this direction, it can be right or it can be left, we don't know. We have to assume the direction initially. Okay, and depending on the answer, we will know whether our assumed direction is correct or wrong. So we will start with this numerical. What we will do first is, we will draw FBD of the cylinder. So here I have drawn FBD of cylinder. Okay, now this is the reaction from this vertical plane. Okay, so this reaction has been shown over here, RD. Then weight is acting in downward direction. So this is 1000 Newton weight acting in downward direction. Now, if you see, this is here friction is neglected. So this is smooth contact, and for smooth contact, reaction is perpendicular to the surface. Okay, so this will be the reaction. So here you can see this is the reaction. Okay, now what about the angle? Okay, now if you see this angle, understand how I have shown the angle over here. This is horizontal, suppose. Okay, and this is vertical, and suppose this is the reaction. Okay, now this angle is how much? This angle is 45 degree. Okay, now for this AB, this P is perpendicular, and for this horizontal, this vertical is perpendicular. So this angle will also be 45 degree. So that is why I have shown over here this angle as 45 degree. Okay, again I am repeating, this is rod AB, which is making an angle of 45 degree with horizontal. Okay, now to this rod, this reaction is perpendicular, and to this horizontal, this is perpendicular. So angle between this will also be 45. So that is why I have shown 45 angle over here. Now these are three forces. Okay, we have three forces, and the nature of the three forces are same, and these are concurrent force system. Okay, these three forces make a concurrent force system. So here we can apply Lami's theorem. But in order to have some diversity, we will solve this by the conventional approach, like summation fx equal to 0 and summation fy equal to 0. You can solve this by Lami's theorem as well. So we'll write down first step, consider FBD of cylinder. Okay, now when we see the FBD of the cylinder, we can write down first step. Okay, now what is unknown? If you see over here, RD is in horizontal direction. Now how many unknowns are there in horizontal direction? RD is unknown, and RP will have a horizontal component. So basically, if you see the horizontal direction, there are two unknowns, RD as well as RP. So we cannot calculate both the unknowns in one go. So what we will do, instead of taking summation fx equal to 0 first, we will take summation fy equal to 0, where RP component is there, and we can calculate RP. Since RD is horizontal, its vertical component will not be there. So I will write down first summation fy is equal to 0. Now what we can write, what is the y component of this RP? It will be in upward direction, so plus RP cos 45. Then this 1000 Newton, it is in downward direction, so minus 1000 equal to 0. So only unknown over here is Rp. So I can write down value of Rp, which is equal to 1414.21 Newton. Now here you can see in the question unit of force is Newton, so that is why I have written Newton over here. Okay, and what is the direction of this Rp? If you see Rp, what will be this angle? This is 90, this is 45, so this angle will also be 45. So I can show the angle as well over here of Rp. So this angle is 45 degree. Okay, now after calculating Rp, what is the first question? We have to calculate wall reaction at D. Okay, RD is the main objective. This Rp is not the answer. Okay, remember that. So we will use now summation Fx equal to 0. Okay, now x component RD, it is towards right, so it will be plus RD. Then next force in x direction, this will be Rp towards left. What will be this component? It is towards left, so minus Rp sine 45. So this is equal to 0. From here Rp we know. Okay, we have calculated over here. So only unknown is Rd. So Rd is equal to 1000 Newton. So this is answer number 1. Now what is the direction of Rd? It is towards right. Okay, as shown in the FBD. Since our answer is correct, assumed direction is correct. Okay, now as I told before, since here we have 3 forces, you can even use Lami's theorem. Okay, but you should know the other method also, so that is why I have used summation Fy and summation Fx equal to 0. Okay, next. Now after considering FBD of cylinder, we have got value of Rd and we have got value of Rp. Now we will draw FBD of this beam AB. Okay, so what will be the FBD of this one? This is a beam. At hinge we have 2 reactions, hinge support, because hinge, this rod can rotate about this hinge. Okay, so moment will not be the reaction, but this rod, its x direction is restricted, its y direction is restricted. That is why there will be 2 reactions for this hinge. Okay, now while drawing the FBD, I am taking HA towards left and VA in upward direction. Okay, you can take it towards right also. Okay, it is not a problem, you can do both the ways. Now here this part, it will be the tension. Okay, now this angle over here, this angle, what will be value of this angle? It will not be 90 degree. So be careful that this angle is not 90 degree over here. So how you will get this angle is, if you consider this total, this is 90 degree. So what is this angle? 45 degree. So what will be this angle inside one? This will be 45 degree. Now to this cylinder, we have drawn 2 tangents. Okay, this is one tangent and this is second tangent. And from this intersecting point A, if you draw line joining the center, this angle will be bisected. Okay, so this total angle, it is 90, this angle is 45, this angle is 45, and when you join this part, this angle is bisected. So this angle will be 22.5 and this angle will be 22.5. Okay, so that we will draw in FBD. Now we have to find, when we are drawing this FBD of beam AB, we have to take the moment of this Rp with respect to point A. Okay, and moment of this force also with respect to this point A. Okay, if suppose here we have tension, so this tension we will have y component and x component. So when we are taking moment of y component, we require this x distance, and when we take moment of x component, we require this y distance. So these distances we have to calculate. Then when we take moment of this Rp, we require this distance AP. So basically we will draw the FBD and calculate now all the distances. So here you can see FBD has been shown. This is Rp. Now observe this. If you consider the cylinder part, reaction is towards the center of the cylinder, RP. But when you consider beam part, reaction will be on the beam like this. Okay, so that is why here you can see reaction RP, it is in this direction. Okay, and it is perpendicular to beam. Then this is the tension. What is the angle? Okay, now this angle, it is 45. This angle is 60 degree. So what will be this total angle? It will be 75. And when you draw horizontal over here, this angle will be 30 and this angle will be 45. Okay, so same all the angles have been shown over here now. Okay, so here you can see this angle is 45. You can consider this horizontal, and this is a beam. Okay, so this is 45, so this will be alternate angle 45. Okay, now from the triangle we got this total angle as 75. So this angle will be 30 degree. Okay, so I have resolved this. This will be tension. So T angle is with respect to x-axis. So vertical component is T sine 40 and horizontal component is T cos 40. Okay, now weight, it is acting along the center of gravity. Okay, so this total distance is 6 meter given in question. So weight will act at point G, which is at 3 meter distance from point A, and from point B also it is at 3 meter distance. Now this point we have to locate the distance. Okay, RP. Why? Because when we are taking the moment of this RP, we require this perpendicular distance AP. Okay, so what we can do is we will calculate first. So consider FBD of beam AB. Okay, now in this FBD we have to consider angle OAP. What is angle OAP? This angle is 22.5 degree. How? Because here we have one tangent, here there is one tangent, and here we have cylinder. So if you join point A and the center of the cylinder, that will be angle bisector. Okay, so this 45 degree, it is 22.5 and this is also 22.5. Okay, so angle OAP, this is 45 divided by 2, which is equal to 22.5 degree. Why is this? Because if you consider line AO, it forms angle bisector. Okay, so we have angle bisector over here. Okay, so we calculated this. Now what we have to calculate from here is that AP distance. So how we will calculate this AP distance? This opposite side, if you see, we have to take this tan ratio, tan 22.5. so I will write it down. So in triangle OAP, I can write down tan 22.5 is equal to opposite side, which is OP, upon adjacent side, which is AP. Okay, now what is this OP? This OP, it will be radius of the cylinder. Okay, so this is the cylinder and this will be that OP distance. Okay, so what is the diameter given here? 1.5 meter. So half of 1.5 will be 0.75 meter. Okay, so I'll write down over here tan 22.5 equal to OP is 0.75 divided by AP. So from here I can calculate AP. Therefore AP is equal to 1.81 meter. Why we are calculating AP? So that we can take moment. Okay, then we will consider triangle AGD. Okay, triangle AGD, this triangle. Why? Because when we have to take the moment of this weight about point A, we require this horizontal distance. So we have to calculate AD from here. That is why we are considering this triangle. Okay, so I'll write down from triangle AGD. What I can write down? This AD distance, it is adjacent. Okay, so it will be cos. So equal to 3 cos 45. This is value of AD. Okay, and AG value we know. AG is equal to 3 meter. Okay, so that is why this is AG value we have substituted as 3 meter. Okay, so this is about AD. Now we will consider triangle ABC. Okay, now this tension we have resolved into two components, T sin 30 and T cos 30. Okay, so if you want to take this moment of this vertical force, we have to consider distance AC. So we need to calculate distance AC. Then when we are taking moment of this force, we have to consider vertical distance. So we have to calculate distance BC. Okay, so I'll write down from triangle ABC. Now in this triangle, distance AB, we know that it is how much? 6 meter. So I'll write down AB is equal to 6 meter. Okay, now AC is what? Adjacent, right? So it will be cos component. So I'll write down AC is equal to, hypotenuse is 6, so 6 cos 45. And if you consider BC, that is opposite side, so that will be sine component. So BC is hypotenuse sine 45. So we have written down AD, AC and BC value. Now we can easily consider moment about this point. This is which type of system? General force system. Okay, so we have to use three conditions: summation Fx equal to 0, summation Fy equal to 0, and summation of moment about point A equal to 0. Why about point A equal to 0? Because if you see, maximum unknowns are at this location and here we have hinge. Okay, now we have how many unknowns over here? We have T is unknown, this HA and VA is unknown. So first what we will do, out of the three equations, we will take summation of moment about point A equal to 0. Because this HA, it is passing through point A, VA is passing through point A, so moment of both the forces will be 0. So only unknown over here, RP we have already calculated, so only unknown is T. So we can calculate T. So that is why we have to take moment. Okay, so I'll write down the equation. So summation of moment about point A is equal to 0. Okay, now I'll copy this diagram over here in between so that it will be easy for us to refer. Okay. Now we'll write down summation of moment about point A equal to 0. So what will be the equation? We will start with this T sin 30. Okay, so keep your thumb at point A, keep your index finger at B, rotate your index finger in the direction of arrow, it is anti-clockwise. So plus T sin 30 into, what is the distance? This distance is AC. Okay, and AC we have already calculated here, or we can write down AC and later you can substitute the value. What is AC? It is 6 cos 45. That you can substitute. Next, keep your thumb at point A, keep your index finger at point B, rotate index finger in the direction of arrow. This is anti-clockwise. So again this will be plus T cos 30 into, what is the perpendicular distance of this force with respect to point A? This distance is BC, and BC we have calculated. Okay, this is distance BC. So I'll write down multiplied by BC. You can substitute the values here. Okay, next we will consider this 400 Newton which is acting in downward direction. So keep your thumb at A, keep your index finger at G and rotate the P in the direction of arrow. This is clockwise. So here we will have minus P, then what is the distance? P multiplied by this distance AD that we have calculated over here. Okay, so I'll write P multiplied by distance is AD. Okay, now this P value we already have. Okay, what is that P value? It is 400 Newton. So just you have to substitute the values over here. Then next force, this RP is there. RP also we have calculated. Okay, here if you see this, here we have already calculated RP value. Okay, so I'll write down here. Now this, keep your thumb at A, keep your index finger over here, rotate your index finger in the direction of arrow. This is clockwise. So it will be minus RP into what is the distance AP that we have to write over here, equal to 0. AP distance again we have already calculated. Okay, this is AP distance 1.81 meter. Now substitute all the values here. I am not substituting the values over here. You will get tension. Okay, tension is equal to 588.08 Newton. What is the angle of this tension? If you see the angle, this angle is 30 degree with respect to horizontal. Okay, so this was asked in the question. So we have calculated now. First part RD we have calculated, then tension in the cable we have calculated. Now what is the remaining part? We have to calculate hinge reaction at support A. So here we will have HA and VA. Now you can consider HA towards right as well here, but I am considering HA towards left. Why, you will see shortly. Okay, so here if you see the FBD part, HA I have considered towards left and VA is considered in upward direction. Okay, so I'll write down the condition of equilibrium, summation Fx equal to 0. Okay, so add all the forces in H direction. Okay, what is H direction? This is towards right, it will be positive X. This is the direction which we are considering. Okay, so first force if you see, we will start from top. This will be minus T cos 30. Okay, so minus T cos 30. Next force. Okay, next force we have to consider this RP. Okay, now this RP X component will be like this and Y component will be like this. Now this angle is 45 degree. Okay, why is this angle 45 degree? Because if you see, this is AB. So for AB this is perpendicular, and for horizontal this vertical is perpendicular. So if this angle is 45, this angle will also be 45. That is why this angle I have shown over here 45 degree. Okay, now if this is 45, instead of taking that angle as 45, I'll write horizontal. Okay, so this angle will also be what? 45 degree. So that X component I'll take it as cos. Okay, that is the only thing. But no problem, you can even take this Y component as 45. You will get same answer. Okay, now this X component is towards right. So plus RP cos 45, and HA we are considering over here towards left. Okay, so minus HA. This is assumed direction, remember. Okay, now when we are assuming direction of HA is towards left, from here T is known, we have calculated, RP is known, only unknown is HA. If HA is positive, meaning our assumed direction of HA which is towards left, that is correct. If HA answer is negative, meaning that HA direction which we have assumed, that is wrong and HA will be towards right. That is the meaning of this. Okay, so I'll write down. So this will be minus 588.08 cos 30 plus RP 1414.21 cos 45 minus HA equal to 0. So HA value I will get from here, that HA value is 490.7 Newton. Now this value is positive, so our assumed direction which we have assumed over here left, that is correct. So that is why this HA direction it will be towards left. Okay, now if you assume when you are solving, you can try this out later on, you can take this direction towards right, and when you are taking this towards right, this HA here there will be positive. So when you calculate HA over here, there will be negative sign. So our assumed direction of right side is wrong and HA will be towards left. That way you have to write down the final answer. So this is HA. So this will be one answer. Next we will take summation of all the forces in y direction equal to 0. Okay, so we will start from point A. So plus VA. Why plus VA? Because it is in upward direction. VA here you can see it is in upward direction. Then this component, it is in downward direction. Okay, so it will be minus RP sine 45. So minus RP sine 45. The next force in downward direction is this weight 400 Newton. So minus 400. And next component in vertical direction, if you see, it's this one. Okay, and it is in upward direction, so this will be plus. So plus T sine 30. This is equal to 0. Okay, now substitute all the values. Okay, VA value we have to calculate. So VA will be unknown minus RP we have already calculated 1414.21 sine 45 minus 400 plus what is T value 588. This also we have calculated 0.08 sine 30 equal to 0. So only unknown over here is VA. So we can calculate VA, which is equal to 1105.96 Newton. Now this direction, whatever we have assumed VA in upward direction, and since this answer is positive, our assumption is correct, and finally the answer, you have to write down the direction, that direction will be upward. So this is next answer. Now here if you see, we have to calculate the resultant as well at point A. So RA will be what? RA is equal to under root of HA square plus VA square. Okay, substitute the values over here. You will get RA value as 1209.93 Newton. And then we have to calculate theta, which is equal to tan inverse mod of VA upon HA. So from here we will get angle 66.07 degree. So now I can show the diagram of R as well. Okay, so what is the direction of HA? It is towards left and VA is in upward direction. So I'll show that. So HA is towards left. This is HA. VA is in upward direction. So this is VA. And therefore, what will be the quadrant of the resultant? It will be second quadrant. Okay, so here I'll draw the resultant, and its angle is not 45, right? So its angle is around 66. So this will be RA, whose value is 1209.93 Newton, and angle with respect to x-axis, it is 66.07 degree. Now why is this angle with respect to x-axis? Because here when we are calculating angle, we are taking mod. Okay, so that is why this angle will be with respect to x-axis. So this is basically, we have shown reaction at A. Okay, now this also we have calculated. This is also answer. So we have completed this numerical. In brief, I'll go back to this numerical. What we have done, a cylinder was given to us, okay, and it is held in this position by vertical wall and this bar, which is hinged at point A and held at point B with the help of rope. Okay, so first we considered FBD of cylinder, and then we calculated RP first, and then we calculated RD. That RD was first question. Then after that we considered FBD of this bar. This was the FBD. We calculated all the distances. this AP distance, then AD distance, then AC distance and BC distance, so that we can take moment. Okay, then we calculated this angle, which is angle bisector. So AO is angle bisector, we got this angle. And then after that, using summation of moment about point A equal to 0, summation Fx equal to 0 and summation Fy equal to 0, we were able to calculate tension, HA, VA as well as RA.